How is everybody doing? Good, I hope. Fellow fish heads, guess what? Old Jake and Chase got indicted. It has happened, and I found a very interesting article to share with you guys. I'm sure probably a lot of people are tired of hearing about it. What are you doing? Say hello, Bubs. Look at the bub. This is the bub right here. Here's the bubber boy. Here's the bubber boy. All right. But, man, it's cold in here. Hold on. I had to shut the old air conditioner off. All right. I found a good article on details of before the tournament and what they were doing before the tournament, what was happening after, and during, like all the details, everything that are missing. Like we talk about, mainly them cheating in that tournament, and that video has been showed 10 million billion trillion times. I'm curious, like if you could add up all the views with each person that has posted that video, of how many views that video really has. I'm a small time YouTuber, and mine got over 200 already. But anyways, so this is by Meat Eater. I don't know who wrote the article, but it is interesting. They got indicted, 3 felonies and a misdemeanor, I believe, and Chase got his boat stripped from him. New details emerge on walleye tournaments cheating scandal. Ross Robertson, October 4th. Cheating is everywhere. A quick flip through the pages of a newspaper or scrolling through news feeds on your phone. That's weird. I know that's weird. I don't know why I did it. I don't even know why I did it. Okay, stop. Don't do it again. It makes it even weirder. All right, I'm just joking. Let me get into this. Just joking. Most of us recall scandals in football, basketball, even chess in the not so recent past. The much less popular sport of walleye fishing has now taken its turn at the plate. While many people don't realize that walleye tournaments are even a thing, this type of behavior has been going on much longer than anyone reading this has been walking or talking. Now, yes, it's very true that when you have tournaments that have 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 100,000, and you get a $100,000 boat for a prize, there's going to be some people that are going to want to cheat. And it's up to the tournament director and whoever's running that tournament to make sure that that doesn't happen. That's my opinion. I mean, when you're just sending 2 guys out, I just watched a video yesterday of a guy in a tournament snagging bass off of their beds. That's horribly cheating. And he was being video recorded from a distance. He didn't know it. But and it just discourages people from wanting to fish in tournaments, because there's always going to be that 2 out of 10 that are thinking about cheating and are willing to do it if they can get away with it. But if they can't get away with it, they won't do it. That's up to the people running the tournament to make sure that that tournament is safe. That individual, I think it was Fisher, what was his last name? Josh Fisher, who runs that walleye tournament. It's up to him to make sure that that tournament is safe and nobody's going to be cheating, because there's a lot of money involved. I think it was a $50,000 tournament. That's a good chunk of money, and he did a good job handling it and everything. But I think, and this is for every tournament director, they need to run their tournaments a little more watched. I think it's Bassmasters that puts a guide in the boat, and they should do that. All right, more than 20 years ago, in one of my first tournaments, a few fellow participants couldn't believe that a young snot-nosed kid could amass such a big bag of walleye, so they accused me of cheating. Interestingly enough, they admitted to pulling their fish together and adding ice to the fish bellies for added weight. Both violations individually, enough to get them thrown out. Admitting to cheating to accuse someone else of cheating is ironic by epic proportions. Okay, the real story, this is what I want to read right here. The real story actually starts more than a year prior. This team out of nowhere started dominating walleye tournaments like Tom Brady, playing on Friday nights at your local high school. Some of the smoke in this story came from fellow competitors not believing that the fish weighed what they did merely by just looking at them. While my mom can't judge the weight of a walleye, guys like myself that handle them 7 days a week become surprisingly accurate in gauging weight. I said that in my last video. how stupid can you be to pull up some walleye in front of walleye anglers and say and have the scale weigh them 5, 10, 15, 20 more pounds than what they are. I think it was a 5 pound walleye that weighed 8, 4 of them that weighed around 5 or 6 ended up weighing 8. Which and the crazy thing is what I heard, if they would have placed in like fourth or fifth, they didn't have to get first to win. I think it was like team of the year or something like that. So they still would have won if without the weights. It's crazy. Okay. Early on, many outsiders believe this might be jealousy from the other competitors. Hey, what are you doing? Stop. You're interrupting my video. Hold on a second. Sorry. Early on, many outsiders believe this might be jealousy from the other competitors, but it came to a point where formal protests were being filed and lie detectors were being required as a result of the almost perfect fishing performances. During this year plus of fishing, the smoke continued to build as videos, overheard conversations, and pictures surfaced, creating doubt that something really wasn't just right. But not enough hardcore proof was present, and the tournament directors had no choice but to present the prizes and cash to the alleged cheaters time after time. Can you imagine being a tournament director, a famous tournament director, at least for that local area, knowing that you kept awarding these cheaters crown after crown after crown, and like now, like, oh man, I should have did a better job. That's what I'm saying. Every tournament needs some kind of ref. I guess he put cameras on the boats too, but apparently those didn't work. But things really came to head when one of the alleged cheaters failed a lie detector in one of the fall big fish derbies. But the same angler passed the other circuit's lie detector. A brand new $100,000 boat was the prize in each event. Holy crap. So I think it was Jake that failed, and Chase passed the lie detector. So one passed it, one failed. It's not uncommon for anglers to get on a hot streak just like we see in other sports. But this one was the epic proportions never seen before. Adding to the doubt was the fact that neither of these alleged cheaters was fishing larger national events that pay considerably more money. If on a streak of this magnitude, why would you fish for nickels when there's dollar bills to be had? As these allegations and questionable circumstances continued to mount, so did the tension amongst the anglers. In an effort to maintain order on the Lake Erie Walleye Trail, the tournament director even put a cameraman in the alleged cheater's boat in the event prior to last week's events. While it was said that several of the top boats receive a cameraman to document the tournament, this was an action that had never been done before. On Big Water Podcast, the tournament director, Jason Fisher, it's Jason, not Josh, admitted that it was also an attempt to have a third-party observer. I don't know about that one. I just don't. I think he's throwing that in there now to make it look like he did try to do something. But I don't know. I don't know about that one. This brings us back to because why? I don't know. Why would you have to mask that like it? I just have him in your boat just to document your catches for entertainment purposes because you're one of the best right now. Why don't you just say, hey, you're accused of cheating. Let's put the cameraman in the boat. I wonder how he did in that tournament anyways when he had that cameraman. On dockside, several other anglers hovered around waiting to see. Hold on. Okay, this brings us back to last week in Cleveland, Ohio for the final event of the Lake Erie Walleye Trail season, which would determine both the Tours Championship and coveted Angler of the Year title. With different side pots, contingency dollars, and cash prizes, there was well over $20K on the table. With hurricane aftermath weather conditions, the 2-day tournament was shortened to a 1-day shootout in less than favorable conditions and determined both aforementioned titles. Hurricane. That's way up in Lake Erie. I don't know. Maybe it was the rain from it. I don't know. I got hit with the hurricane. Once dockside, several anglers hovered around waiting to see what the two alleged cheaters would have on such a tough day of fishing. tough enough that most didn't even have a 5 fish limit. When many of the anglers saw their fish, they didn't think anything of it, as they were of average size for Lake Erie at this time. The real drama started when the scale said 30 plus pounds. It's mind blowing because it's like, how do you think that you could possibly keep getting away with this stuff over and over and over and over again? Especially when you hear the rumors. I'm sure people on social media are posting stuff about they think you're cheating. They put a cameraman in your boat. Like, how? Like, why do you think that you're so far smarter than everybody else that you can keep doing this over and over and over again? This drew boos from the crowd and suspicion for the tournament director as he asked the alleged cheater to stay next to the stage for pictures. As Fisher viewed and ultimately grabbed the fish, he knew something wasn't right and that further action was needed. A knife was produced and quickly lead weights, walleye fillet parts, and even a pair of scissors were found in the bellies. The gig was finally up. Okay, so he didn't. This is an October 4th article of the details, but we are going to read about them getting indicted. According to a report from the Akron Beacon Journal, Runyon and Kaminsky have now been charged with cheating. Cheating is a charge? Attempted grand theft, possessing criminal tools, and unlawful ownership of wild animals. Competing for a $28,000 prize, so it's 28, or it would be more like 29 if you round it up. It's 28. Anyways, Runyon and Kaminsky needed their 5 fish to have a total weight over 16.89 pounds in order to win first place. Quit biting my hand, dude. He's biting the crap out of my hand. I'm going to get that boat. I'm going to get that boat. I'm going to get him. He looks like a gremlin. Look, he's a gremlin. He's a little gremlin. Anyways, thank you for watching. God bless.